If you run a business, I want you to learn a valuable lesson from the WNBA. And that lesson is what not to do in your fucking business. The WNBA has been unprofitable since its existence in 1990 or whatever year it was created. It's lived under the NBA, which has funded it in its entirety of its existence. It's never been a profitable company in 30 plus years, 32 years, 33 years. Not once has it ever been profitable. They have a once in a lifetime generational player in Caitlin Clark. And Caitlin Clark comes to the WNBA and immediately sets a firestorm off for the WNBA. These girls have been flying commercial for 33 years, okay? There was one team, the New York Liberty, I believe it was last year or the year before, that tried getting private jets, private chartered flights for their team, and the WNBA fined them. They fined the New York Liberty for chartering their own team out of their own pockets. This is a league that has lost money hand over fist every single year for 30 something years. It's bankrolled by the NBA, which produces all the revenue. Caitlin Clark comes in, and immediately, before she even steps on the court for her first game, there's so much of an influx of money that every team goes from flying commercial to flying chartered. There are sold out games at every single arena that Caitlin Clark plays in. They don't sell out for home games outside of the Las Vegas Aces. No team sells out their own home games unless Caitlin Clark is visiting on the visitor team. It's unreal what she's done. Every team's flying chartered. Not only that, but now they just struck a mega deal with NBC, ESPN, Amazon, and Disney to broadcast games nationally on those streaming devices and on those channels. $2.1 billion deal, which means that these teams are likely going to be profitable for the first time ever. It means that players are going to get paid more than ever. Now, Caitlin Clark makes like $75,000, $80,000 a year. She's not making anything, and she's making millions upon millions for every single team in the league because she's just a player who's a visiting player, and ticket sales go through the roof, and these teams get an influx of cash that they wouldn't have got otherwise. The WNBA has the All-Star game coming up. And you figure when you have an All-Star game and you have a generational talent who is a sharpshooter, she's known for playing a NBA style of basketball. She can thread the needle with passing. She just broke the WNBA record for assist in a season, and they still have half a season to go. So she's the best passer in the WNBA. She's one of the best scorers in the NBA. She's not the best yet, but she's definitely up there. And she'd have significantly more assists if her team actually was any good, because if you've ever watched any of their games, I mean, she throws chest passes and it goes right through their hands. Horrible. But you have your two most recent superstars come into the WNBA in Caitlin Clark and in Sabrina Ionescu. Okay? Sabrina was like the Caitlin Clark before Caitlin Clark, just not with the following and fandom that has came with Caitlin Clark. Caitlin took it to a whole nother level. Sabrina was Caitlin Clark before Caitlin, and Caitlin's better and a bigger star than Sabrina. So you have your two of your biggest stars, arguably the two biggest stars in the league, who are shooters. They're sharpshooters. Remember, Sabrina Ionescu also participated in the NBA three-point contest against Steph Curry. Okay? That's how big of a star Sabrina is. People forget because Caitlin Clark has overshadowed her since she came to the WNBA. But Sabrina is such a large prospect that she participated not in the WNBA three-point contest, but the NBA three-point contest against Steph Curry to promote the WNBA and their players. And that was the representative that the WNBA sent out. So you have your two biggest stars coming up for your WNBA All-Star game, the game that everyone wants to see. The only game worth watching that can put the WNBA on that national spotlight where people are starting to regularly watch it as they do NBA, MLB, NFL, and now soccer. And you don't have your two biggest stars in the 3-point contest or in the All-Star game. I take that back. I don't know if they're in the All-Star game. I don't think they are. But I know they're not in the 3-point contest. And that's kind of the thing that everyone watches the All-Star weekend for. 3-point contest. I can't tell you who won the East versus West or whatever format the NBA has the All-Star game in now, but I can tell you who won the 3-point contest. I can tell you who participated in it because that's more fun. It's what people actually want to watch now. It used to be the slam dunk contest. That no longer is any fun since Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon had theirs. So the point I'm making on this post is when you have something good, when you have something great, you do not keep them away from the things that are going to propel you forward. If you have a rock star salesperson, you don't give that person less leads. You give them more leads and you pay them more. Give them a higher percentage of commission. Give them a higher salary. Whatever the case may be, you don't lose your best people. You give them what they need. You give them your league and your business what it needs to keep your team moving forward. The WNBA is a failure. They've been failures for 30 plus years, and they're still showing that they have no idea what the hell they're doing and they need new leadership. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.